Hey guys! Oh, I've been so excited for this freaking volume. I've heard stuff about it. Not that I've heard about the actual gameplay. I've just heard about it since before it came out. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Time for Lanque.
Yep.
Go. Wait. Hit the credits. Hit the credits. Go.
Up. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but we got a new friends tab. Because I have eyes.
What? Whoa. Befriendments.
Epilogue.
Yep.
The epilogue confirmed.
But the epilogue is seriously gonna happen. Anyway, Daria is done by the same person who did Llanera, Remily, Zebra, and Bronia.
You don't gotta say all their names, man.
And oh wait, we already did Daria. My bad. Soleil twins with like Kyran Miranda. Okay,
and then
Stelsa and Asdaja.
Where's Lanque?
Lanque? Oh, scroll down. Scroll up. Is this another, like... Doesn't want to be said one?
Thinking face.
You're so lame. Don't ever say that again.
Maybe this is, like, another...
Anonymous. Whatever, go.
It's a Bible. It was written by Lanque himself.
Maybe because it has controversial stuff in it, you know, short stuff, kind of like how we wrote Marvis don't want them to know what the real name
Could
is.
have credited them as something. I mean, we got Kim Quatch.
Damn.
We got... Damn. I wonder who colored between here and volume 18.
I guess the same people who did the art.
Poinko and CJ Walker for this volume.
Yay! I'm so excited.
Poinko again.
And CJ
Walker.
Alright, hot.
And then, let's see here.
They're both by hand. Here it is. Special theme, End of Friend Evangelion. Lanque's theme, y'all know I just do the music, right? Lanque's other theme, Valid End. Ooh, Soleil twins, the final Clown Town, my bad. Final root theme, Worst End. Ooh.
Okay, well, we got a friends tab. Let's see what this is about.
All of our friends.
Wow. Are these unlocked or not? I swear to God, if I have to go back through all these. These don't look very unlocked to me. They're not all bright and colorful. Swear to God. Swear to God.
Well, let's play, and if it isn't unlocked, then we'll just have to cut and scroll through literally everyone.
Yep. Okay.
Also, how come some of these only have, like, one? I guess it's like, there's two different kinds of difference. Like,
some of these have two, like,
yeah.
If you remember. There's a good end, and then there's, like, a good end question mark.
And then there's both the Marvises down there.
No.
Have no self-respect.
There's two for Link. Don't read them.
So bad. Oh, I swear to God, if you have to go back, I'm gonna be so upset. Ooh.
Definitely.
Alright, let's go. Go ahead.
Here we go. Here we go. It's going time. Let's just scroll.
Still a lock button on there.
No, just
we'll
in case.
More. Yep.
Additional content will be released on a regular basis. Volume 18 of Endings Mini.
Yes.
I'm so excited. You crash landed on a planet called Alternia. You staggered from the wreckage of your ship. You were desperate for information, for provisions, and possibly a bit of medical attention. But most of all, you were desperate for... friendship.
Oh, what a nice little ending.
It was the last one. Had to do it. Is what you could say if you were visioned by a bunch of hacks who cared about the Aristotelian ideal of narrative unity. Possibly you could make some reference to a circle being complete in a thoughtless and imbecilic manner. But we're all in this together, right? And we've all learned and grown enough to know that there's something deep and dark and absurd brewing beneath the surface.
Yes.
This really isn't about friendship anymore, is it? You've got enough friends, now you need answers. You need... Oh, god damn it. This is just the intro screen.
Alright. Look at that! Lanque Bombix! Ooh.
Link.
Let's go over Barzum and Baisley.
Harry Potter asshole.
Look at that one's smiling this time. Look, they switched smiles.
They switched.
Ooh, go back. Ooh.
Dummy. Anyway, it says the Soleil twins up here.
Yeah.
You know what we're doing first, obviously. Here we go.
Go. Go with that motherfucker. Yes!
It's time. What's next on the docket? The docket. Oh, you're really feeling like
this
going...
This is Frostbite.
Oh.
This is Llanera's theme.
What a dummy. Oh, you're really feeling like going completely off the rails, you say, as you fucking adjust the volume, because this song is louder than the other ones for some reason. So it's a good thing the first person to ping you on your palm husk is Llanera. That nutty bitch. Is exactly the sort of destabilizing influence your life needs right now.
Yes. Hello. My friend.
Oh.
Because that's what we are now. Friends.
Cool. That's not a weird at all way to talk to someone. You're really loving this one. You're not sure what it is, but you're positive whatever crackpot caper this loopy troll is about to rope you into is going to be a real humdinger. There's a sense of finality in the air. You can taste it.
Yes.
Llanera does you the courtesy of listening to you say all that shit without getting super put off by how much of a freak you are. We just talk aloud sometimes.
Yep.
Listen up. So I was thinking, since us becoming friends has worked out so well, I'm starting to think maybe it'd be a good idea to give making more friends another shot after all, I guess. That's what I was thinking. So there's this party I was invited to. You see, the fellow Jades in my cloister always sneak out to go to these things.
You gently suggest to Llanera that she should hurry it the fuck up.
Okay, so I'm nervous to go, and I want a friend to come with me, okay? Is that so crazy?
No, you don't think that's crazy at all. You think that sounds fantastic, actually. You don't ask for any details because who gives a shit? You show up on the block. We're not going to talk about how you got there or whatever, because what a waste of time. You're just there.
I don't know who this fucking writer is, man.
What if it was the Hussman himself?
Ooh. Anyway, go.
Nah, that's too playing into it. Llanera's met up with you too. Llanera mentioned there might be dancing, so you decided to really dress up for the occasion. Oh man, you went fucking nuts. You're wearing a cape and shit, but also like fishnets, maybe a sexy bra if that's your thing. Whenever you happen to drudge out of some dumpster or another. Honestly, you can imagine whatever you want here. I know it's complete bullshit and you look like a total slut. Llanera isn't wearing anything special because we would have had to pay someone to redraw all her sprites.
Yeah, I knew they were going to say something about that.
From the looks of it, you're heading over to somebody's hive party. You're rolling up on some kind of joint that, from past experience, you can now surmise is an alien domicile. It's pretty big, and maybe belongs to someone on the blue end of the spectrum. Back here again. Is this block just where all the jade-blooded schoolgirls love to get down and dirty? It hits you like a bucket of ice when you realize whose hive you're walking straight towards this time. This is Ardada's hive.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's just great. Your friend Ardada. Boy, do you love Ardada. Can't wait to see her again. Look at this text. It's nutly. As you approach, you can immediately tell what kind of deal they have going on here. You can hear the tunes bumping from all the way down the block, and when you get near enough to see there are obviously a bunch of teens passed out drunk on the lawn. This is a full-blown frat house rager. Definitely doesn't seem like Llanera's sort of scene.
That's because it isn't! Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm doing this!
You kind of can't either. You're not even in the front door and you can already feel the sweat pouring out of your armpits. This is going to be so much fun! You pass all the smashed lawn teens and go up to knock on the front door. You have to rap on it a few times until the telltale sound of clicking heels faintly reaches your ears. The door opens and you discover that the gracious hostess Standing on the other side is none other than your best friend, Arda. Woohoo!
Yay!
She looks surprised to see you for only a moment before her face resolves into a wicked grin.
Oh.
That's an silly.
My. Look what the pervy's dragged in. Back for more so soon, my sweet?
You're not actually sure how much time has passed since you last ran into Ardata, but it doesn't feel like it can be described in any metric by soon. You've been physically savage so many times since then. You're not sure what you're blocking out though. You tell Ardata you're really glad to see her. Because you totally are. You tell her you weren't expecting her to be hosting a party though.
Oh, I don't know if I'd call it a party. More of a friendly kickback of sorts. Sort of exclusive, really. All the world's finest influencers are here.
Influencers.
Like Skyla. And Elward. And the hot dog. Come on.
You're dumb.
How exactly did you hear about my little shindig? While I certainly consider you to be one of my finest friends, I don't recall inviting you.
You gesture vaguely to Llanera. He doesn't seem to know how to lie and immediately cracks under the pressure.
One of the other Jades from my cloister told me to come. His name is Lanque, but I don't think he was invited either. I get the impression we kind of always come out here. Basically, we're crashing, if that's okay.
Well, of course. What's an informal soiree without a few entire... What? How do you say it?
Soiree.
How do you say it?
Soiree.
Soiree without a few entirely uninvited interlopers.
Soiree. Llanera doesn't seem to know if she's being sarcastic or not. And you aren't sure if she is either, to be honest. You're like, are you fucking with us? And she's like, ho ho ho, moo ha ha ha, or whatever.
Of course not. I just have but one question for you, my dears.
Our daughter beckons you near. You obey her slavishly. Slavishly? Whatever. Then she leans in close to your ear and intones.
Do you hereby certify under penalty of the law that you are of age to view adult content within your state of legal residence, have acknowledged the contents of this volume of ooh, you made a typo in your fucking thing.
Ooh.
That means we can disregard it.
Stupid.
Accompanying mature content description and are comfortable with his prospect of engaging with challenging or otherwise controversial fictional material. Yeah. Oh, let's save. What if we say, oof, you're too scared and it never lets us go back?
That'd be stupid.
I'd be pissed. Mm-hmm. Oof, you're too scared.
Oof, you're too scared. Oh man, the sound of that is making you quake in your slutty little boots. Controversial fictional material. You say, damn, it's almost starting to sound like a woman wrote this. Count you out.
Okay.
Ardata clicks her tongue. She reaches for the cup of markers she keeps on a table next to the door and pulls one out. You flinch back as she wields it like a weapon to draw a big blue X on the back of your hand.
Here. What? There's a different route for not controversial material?
Oh.
That's Hubler.
Oh my fucking god.
Man.
Wow.
I don't want to go down this path first.
Yeah, let's just fucking do it. We can get the good stuff at the end there. Now all of my fine guests will know we've a delicate little angel on our hands.
And then she turns to Llanera.
And what about you, my sweet thing?
Huh? Oh, I'm not real, so it's cool.
Very well then. This is fucking hell.
This is stupid.
Welcome to the bash. Drinks are free, but if you die of poisoning, you're contractually obligated to croak in range of one of my cameras. Toodaloo. Toodaloo. Okay.
Silly. Ardata blows you a toxic kiss and saunters off to mingle with her enthusiastic
I can't
guests.
believe we're fucking going down a route without controversial...
This is so dumb, man.
Oh my god.
I feel like this is just gonna ruin the experience.
Do you want to? Okay. Do you want to like just come back to this one then?
No, let's come back to this one.
Okay. We'll go to the other one and then we'll because I feel like it'll like spoil us on.
Yeah,
all the...
and then it'll not have the gravitas it's supposed to.
So let's go.
We'll come back.
Don't worry, guys. We'll be back to the. We like our controversial material.
Yeah. All right. You bet, Chief. Tell her to let you in.
That's good to hear. Why don't you come right in then, my dear? I don't want to see you making any little posts online about how my party was too fucking problematic for you, though.
Oh, you know you're gonna get some, hun.
Ardota steps back and welcomes you again into her abode with a grandiose gesture. You're very, very excited for Ardota's party, and know definitively that you will enjoy absolutely every second of what she has in store for you. Once you've stepped in past the threshold, Ardota blows you a toxic kiss and saunters off to mingle with her enthusiastic guests.
Yeah, okay, so it's basically the same, but we're gonna get that hot material.
Yeah, they like excised the nonsense from it for the dummies. Oh boy.
Oh shit, look at that. There's Diamond, there's Hot Dog Kid, there's a bunch of random trolls. Who the fuck? Is that 3 horns on someone over there? Look, in the bottom left there. What is it? Whoa.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
You got some real noodly horns in here.
Yeah, I like him actually. I like this artist.
What a baby.
Hey look, it's that side character with the broken horn, I think. But now it's in here. It was just standing outside earlier.
You're neat.
Dude, I fucking love this. Look at this.
Alright.
Great.
You're great. Here we go. Here we go. The first thing that hits you once you're in the door is the music.
Oh, this, you know what? These like skin tones with the eyes also kind of remind me of guest art, because it's like the dark skin with the bright eyes, and the eyes aren't the same color as the horn tips.
Neat.
Anyway.
It's a solid wall of bass that reverberates through your body down to your bones. The intense dance track is blasting so loud you can hardly hear yourself think. It has to be this loud to drown out all the shouting coming from the living room. As you apprehensively advance, it becomes quickly clear that Llanera is completely out of her element here.
Also, all these symbols are random.
What neat. And them weird ass, dunkly ass symbols, man.
Anyway, let's keep going.
It's just a cross.
I know.
Anyway, she's a bundle of nerves beside you, practically glued to your hip. When you actually step into the living room, she physically attaches herself to your arm.
Wow, this is more than I was expecting.
You two, it's a scene of absolute chaos. The living room of the house is filled to the brim with rowdy teens dancing rhythmlessly to the pounding music. The furniture has all been knocked over or otherwise destroyed, and you can make a pretty good guess of what's filling all the red cups you see in everyone's hands.
If we go down this route, it's like they don't even mention the red cups. It's like, or they mention it's like probably fruit punch.
Stupid. The 4Kids adaptation. You're about to tell Llanera you wouldn't blame her if she wants to dip, but you can't get the words out before you're being flagged down by a jade-blooded boy who's just muscled his way out of the throng of party-goers with a few of his friends in tow.
There's the music.
The music has changed suddenly.
Turn up the music a little.
Are you ready?
I love Lanque's theme. What? What are you giggling at? Hurry up.
Okay. Here we go.
Do you want to be Lanque? Llanera, you made it.
Oh,
darling. Boy. I don't know. Llanera, you made it.
Baby.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do like a weird
snoodly snoot voice.
Yes, darling. Okay, go.
Alright.
Well, ever since I thought that for Flower Crown, man, it's gonna be like darling all over the place.
Darling. Llanera all but flings herself away from your body and freezes like a scared animal as the troll approaches. For all the commotion and ruckus, he's still remarkably well put together. The vigorous dance huddle doesn't seem to have disturbed his sharp makeup, or his impeccably coiffed.
I believe it's coiffed, but watch us be fucking wrong.
There is a curious red stain down the front of his white shirt, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
sure.
Can't wait to add that in post. he has a slutty-looking indigo-blooded girl on his right arm and an even sluttier-looking teal-blooded boy on his left. Though he shakes them off and waves them away by the time he reaches you and Llanera at the entryway to the room.
Okay.
Hi, Lanque. Yeah, I'm here.
You watch with amusement as Llanera practically bursts into flame under his gaze, and it only gets worse when he sidles up to give her a startlingly intimate embrace.
Okay, so Lanque might be kind of a horny fucker.
I get the feeling this is gonna get real noodly.
Good. Keep going.
She squeaks and tries to hug him back, but is too timid to actually touch him with her hands. You can see sweat pouring down her face. After a solid 5 seconds that seems to include Lanque smelling Llanera's hair, he pulls back to smile down at Llanera with a heavy gaze.
Okay.
Okay. Llanera's face is bright green and her eyes are bugging out of her skull from how flustered she is.
Oh man, I wonder if this is gonna get where I think it's gonna go, which is gonna make...
Don't even But she's not into it, you don't think? It's hard to tell, but you kind of get the impression he'd be dead by now if she weren't. Either way, it's awkward. Lucky for Llanera, Lanque either doesn't notice or doesn't care. He settles into a comfortable, for him posture, with his arm casually around Llanera's waist and turns to you.
Oh, who's this? This is my...
Friend?
Yeah.
Lanque quirks an eyebrow.
You have friends?
Incredible. The question seems to leave Llanera speechless, so Lanque takes the opportunity to look back at you. His eyes rake up and down your body in a way that leaves you feeling distinctly objectified.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. It's the baby bean. The good bean.
Oh, aren't you interesting?
Watch them explicitly tell us he's a bad person.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's all over the place, man. They're just throwing, like...
Well, they're handling it really well, I think.
It's so blatant.
I mean, it's not. It's yes, it's blatant. He's a snoodly, lusty snood, but they're not like directly calling it out. They're just writing it, and it's very clear through the writing. You know what I mean? Oh, aren't you interesting? Is there a reason you look like that?
What a
licked his
question.
fang.
What a question. He doesn't explain what that is specifically referring to, and given both your alien status and your state of dress, it could mean any number of things. You might take it as an insult, if not for the way he licks his lips after he says it. He can't seem to pry his eyes off you. You look at Llanera for a cue, but she is too out of it to give you any sort of intelligible sign. So you just explain how you crash landed on this alien planet an indeterminate amount of time ago, and you don't really know what you're doing or much of anything about anything. The fact of your appearance could be due either to this or that you're generally a disaster of being irrespective of your planetary origin.
How fascinating. I've never met an alien before. Oh my god, I got V and W. All I can think of is Cronus and Aridin.
Oh boy. Well, you have. Lots of times. In fact, literally everyone and everything here is alien to you. You find your word diarrhea becoming more and more awkward and embarrassing as Lanque's eyes start burning a hole in the center of your chest.
There's no need to be so shy. I don't bite until asked.
Lanque disconnects himself from Llanera as he rounds on you. It's like he's lost any interest in her existence now that you're in front of him. Llanera looks at you with a completely pathetic expression that readily informs you as to what your response needs to be. You'll be damned if you aren't going to be the best wingman possible, so you deftly ignore Lanque's blatant pass and turn the conversation back to Llanera. You ask Lanque how long he and Llanera have known each other. Lanque raises his eyebrows at the question.
Well, I suppose since she was chosen for the cloister, some number of sweeps get chosen for the cloister.
Chosen?
Chosen?
Ooh.
You get fucking chosen?
Ooh.
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 Ooh. some number of sweeps ago. I don't remember really.
It was 2.43 sweeps.
Okay. Good number. Quality number.
Oh, right. Then that many, I guess. Huh, that's a pretty long time, actually.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive that you managed to go a solid 2.4 of them without saying a single word to me that wasn't circulated to me secondhand from your snide gossiping behind my back.
Wow. Talk about whiplash. Llanera's eyes get big like saucers.
Damn.
What? What are you? I don't know what you're talking about.
The tone of the conversation has totally morphed from fire to ice in an instant, though neither Lanque's expression nor demeanor have changed much. He slips in the knives with all the calm composure of a casual statement.
What, are you going to pretend you didn't spend the better part of the past 2.5 sweeps complaining about how much I disgusted you?
Come now.
Oh wait, no.
Stupid.
Come now. You do. Now everyone is aware that you're a nasty little bitch, right, Llanera?
Oh boy.
I fucking love him. I mean, don't take it the wrong way. I really don't mind. I'm hardly in a position to criticize. I was just curious what caused the sudden change of heart after so long decrying my vain and slatternly, what does that mean? Slatternly lifestyle, what does it mean?
I don't fucking know, man.
Probably something related to his frivolous ways. Have the impending ordeals finally made the little clock start to tick down in that dry, dusty nook of yours? Oh, damn. Well, nook's confirmed.
You're a sneak.
Not that they weren't, I mean, it's just...
It's just silly.
Yeah. This also makes it much more... Anyway, let's go.
Oh god, I'm so glad.
Oh, yes.
This fucking, like, biological clock analogy.
Yes.
For the troll world.
Offense.
Also, ordeals.
Offense!
Ordeals officially linked to getting your newts on.
Yeah. So the ordeals, though, but that's not rates of maturation.
No.
What are the ordeals?
I don't know.
Okay, so ordeals might be the time that you have to get your newts on.
Yeah, it might be. More like, have to be. Fucking...
Well, fair enough, but like, maybe the rates of maturation aren't the time then.
Yeah. There's probably... period in between. My guess, my estimation, is that there's gonna be like a space of time between the rites and the ordeals.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it is at the ordeals. Hang on, scroll back one, let me just read that again. The impending ordeals. No, I think it's at the ordeals.
At the ordeals?
Yeah, because it's impending.
What?
If the ordeals are impending, then it's like the impending doom of not having filled a bucket yet.
It's gotta be by the ordeals.
Yeah, so it's not in between the ordeals, it's by the ordeals.
Hey, you dummy. That's not what I said.
You said, okay, whatever, go.
You knew.
Watch you go back and listen to yourself lying.
You're lying.
Okay, go. Did you figure I was the only one who might be loose enough to be willing to clean out the cobwebs? Before you get shipped off to Space Church and never have the chance again. Space Church. Ooh.
Space Church.
Anyway, let's go.
Because they're like virgin nun peoples.
Yeah. Just wondering.
There's a long, excruciating moment where Llanera says nothing. She just stares up at Lanque beside her with a completely shell-shocked expression. Before you can try to pipe up in Llanera's defense, she bursts into tears.
Aww.
Oh no. When Llanera suddenly turns and makes a mad dash to run out the door and away from the party, you're torn between running after her and giving this jerk a real piece of your mind. Your mind's made up when you look back at Lanque just in time to catch him rolling his eyes. Hey, you say, that was kind of rude, don't you think? Lanque snorts. The good bean.
The good bean. Me, rude. Are you perhaps attempting to fuck with me? Clearly Clearly you haven't spent much time around this bitter pill if you think that was anything short of precisely what she deserves.
You concede you maybe don't have a full enough grasp on Jadeblood Cloister's social dynamics to make a definitive judgment on whether or not Llanera deserved to have been so ruinously owned. But she's your friend, and what good are you if you don't stick up for the people you care about?
I have no idea what even got her so upset. Like I said, it's not like I really care what she says about me. Sharp tongue.
Snoon.
But you don't get to spend as much time as she does being such a venomous little snake and act surprised when someone calls you out on it.
And why do you invite her, you ask? It seems needlessly cruel of Lanque to lead her on under false pretenses, if he never intended to be her friend at all.
How about you hit self-voicing?
You're right.
With the V button.
With the button on screen.
Self-voicing enabled. Lanque.
Yeah.
Self-voicing disabled.
Eat your dong, because I heard otherwise. Let's go.
Lanque.
Lanka.
Lanque.
I promise you I have no such designs. The only reason I even invited her to this thing is that my ex is being a real blood-sucking bitch and no one else wanted to go. But your ex is being a real blood-sucking bitch. No one else wanted to go. Okay. So you recently dumped someone that you wanted to take with you. So you decided to take Llanera, I guess, is what you're saying? Whatever. I was willing to give her an honest shot, but I have no time for a vicious, slandering nag who can't even admit what she is. I thought it might be interesting. It might be like hateful flirtation.
You big neat.
But alas, he's too brutal.
So snoodly.
She can't keep up.
You're dunk.
I thought it might be interesting to see what that crusty little shrew might be like if you could manage to wrest her bulge free or whatever of excruciating knot she's got tied in itchy. But I guess now we'll never know.
That coarse language, ooh.
Yeah.
Well, this is clearly a conversation you're going to have to Switzerland out of pretty soon.
What?
You try to explain the historical significance of Switzerland's political neutrality on your home planet. Lanque's eyes glaze over like he's listening to you recite a sports almanac of cricket stats.
That's nice. Anyway, I like how he just doesn't, I don't take interest, so here we go, back to me. Since I seem to have scared away my date, why don't you stay a while so you and I can get to know each other a little bit? You seem much more interesting than she is anyway.
What?
Oh.
When did Lanque get so close
Time
to you?
to be sexually solicited.
You're stupid. Your heart beats a little faster when he smiles at you like that, so poisonous and shamelessly laced with intent. Llanera is definitely not the only one coming off like a snake here.
Sorry, I cracked my fingers.
You're stupid.
Okay. I've less time to waste than most, my dear. Never seen the value in beating around the bush.
Well, maybe it'd be socially prudent for you to go after Llanera and make sure she's okay. But it's also not her volume of the Friendsim, so instead of doing that, you're going to stick around and see what the spectacularly briery prima donna is all about. You had your fucking chance to bail out of this shit show, but all that's left to do now is barrel downhill as meteorically as you can manage.
I have to wonder what the fuck would have happened if we decided to be precious little angel babies.
Maybe we would have gone after her. I don't know.
Oh yeah, maybe. Maybe he wouldn't have even mentioned her, like, dusty nook. Fantastic.
Dusty. It's so dumb.
Care to dance?
Why the fuck not? Lanque laughs pleasantly and reaches out to take you by the hand. The contact gives you a little thrill despite yourself. He's got nice hands, soft and warm and well taken care of, and you know it's going to be one hell of a ride wherever he is taking you. They're warm hands.
Yeah, it's interesting.
They're not cold hands.
Maybe because he's been, like, rubbing himself up on people. Who knows? Go.
He's silly.
Rubbing his hands together vigorously as he's ready.
So dumb.
Come with me.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
The new background zone.
Yeah, this is your kitchen, but a different angle.
Yep. You doesn't lead you straight to the dance floor, though. He takes you around the throng of dancing partygoers over to the kitchen of the house first. This music definitely doesn't fit the party atmosphere.
Oh, well, yeah, I know.
I'm amused. You weren't expecting to find a familiar face waiting for you there. Oh boy.
Sorry, but just artistic contrast.
Yep.
Oh, fuck, I forgot her voice.
God. I don't remember, man.
Fancy meeting you here. Whatever.
Oh boy.
Let's be a gamer girl.
Oh god.
When I say gay, you say girl.
Go.
You don't find it that surprising, honestly.
You two know each other. You could say that.
Oh boy.
That's just great. Do you give discounts to friends?
Discounts?
I sure fucking don't.
What are we doing? Buying drugs?
We're buying a fucking room, I guess.
Oh god.
Buying fucking food? I don't fucking know.
Buy a nacho?
Let's go dance in the room over there by yourselves.
Dance, quote unquote.
You know the price, pretty boy. Pay up.
It doesn't make sense to charge rooms at another person's house.
It's not. I don't think she actually is. I feel like you could do that and get away with it, though. You just like to stand in front of the door like, I'm paying. You gotta pay me. I'm a higher blood than you, man.
You're a little confused. What is being purchased here exactly? Or it gives you a funny look.
You? A drone?
You're stupid.
What?
It's like asking if you're a cop.
Oh, okay.
But it's stupid because it's a drone and he's obviously not a drone.
You a drone?
What?
Hush.
You do as you're told and watch as Lanque and Elward carry out their shady transaction. Lanque hands over the credits, and receives an opaque little baggie of something in return.
Okay. Yeah,
It's
okay,
troll
so
drugs. Ooh. Oh well. I guess you don't really need to see what's in the thing to figure out what it is at this point. Baking soda.
Yeah. We're gonna clean some rust.
As soon as the deal is done. Lanque has his hand at the small of your back and is deftly guiding you away from the scene of the crime. Is buying drugs a crime here? You aren't really well versed about the laws of Alternia, but it honestly doesn't really seem like anyone would give much of a shit about anybody doing drugs out here.
Yeah.
You guess the clandestine transactions are just for the aesthetic?
Okay.
Lanque's got you back in a shady corner of the party and is pressing one of the tablets he bought into your hand with a sly grin. He expects you to join in. You're like, hold on a minute. Your experiences with alien drugs haven't really been that great, honestly, and you're not sure you're that excited for a repeat performance. Lanque's immediate response is to sneer.
Oh, I see. You're one of those people.
Oh boy. One of what people?
You know. A bit boring, maybe.
Ooh,
Yeah.
It's the peer pressure.
The peer pressure. Man, if you say that to me, I'm gonna be like, yep. I'm a boring person, sorry.
But it's gonna work because we're playing Friendsim and our character doesn't give a shit. There are many words that could be used to describe you, but you don't think boring is a remote contender. You're always doing all kinds of unbelievably stupid shit and getting into uncountable, wacky, and life-threatening situations. Is it really that fucking much to ask for there to be one time you don't rush headfirst into doing something you know is going to fuck you up and be totally awful? Lanque's lips press into a thin, annoyed line.
These things aren't cheap, you know. I bought them for you.
With like 3 jawbreakers. Goddamn, man. Well, you didn't ask him to do that, did you?
Oh, come on. You're really going to be like this.
Yeah, you totally are. Lanque sighs dramatically.
Fine.
Did he? Whoa, that animation of him just like pulling DM in. Hang on.
What?
Go back. So let me see it one more time. Look at that. He had like a.
You're silly.
So Dunkley.
You're Dunkley. Lanque casts around for the nearest victim and grabs his attention with a hand around his wrist. To your dismay, it's your sweet and innocent hot dog chum DMing.
Oh no, not the sweet and innocent guy. I'll do it. Don't make him do the bad.
Alas, there's nothing you can do to stop him from falling prey to Lanque's wicked designs.
Here, have this. Oh yeah, great.
Thanks. I love to put drugs on my wiener.
You're stupid. You're so dumb.
What the fuck? Good.
It's a good time out here. What a tragedy. But before you know it, Lanque has a hold of you again and is dragging you off.
Let's just dance. You're not too much of a square to do that, are you?
Of course not. Dancing is basically the one thing you actually plan to come here and do, so that's just great. You go along with Lanque enthusiastically when he pulls you over to the writhing mass of bodies bumping and grinding on the dance floor. You get down to it. You soon discover that Lanque has a very interesting dancing style. And by interesting, you mean it primarily consists of directly grinding his body against yours in an incredibly shameless fashion.
I'm not surprised.
Bad. But pressed in as you are from all sides by sweaty and inebriated bodies, there's not exactly much room for troll gigas to begin with. Lanque is up on you so close it's hard not to sweat. He has his hands at your hips and your face fixed with sharp eyes. His heavy stare is nearly hypnotic, so blatant and undisguised is in his expression. It's clear what he wants, and maybe that's more than you're prepared to give, but when he looks at you like that, it's impossible to look away. You just go with it. Why not? It feels good, and it's not like anyone else is watching. You're surrounded by trolls, boxed in and pouring sweat, and yet it feels like you're the only two people there. Oh boy. Like draws in teeth by your ear, and this close, you can hear him easily, You can hear him easily, even over the overwhelming pound of the bass.
You have the palest skin I've ever seen.
Are you a rainbow drinker?
Because I am. Sucks our blood.
Oh no.
Dude, what if he's actually just trying to pull us away to fucking suck our blood? What if that's like his actual motive?
Oh, what a good motive.
That would be amazing.
What a good twist. Yeah, you tell him you're literally like the hex code. FFFFFF white, which is like blank. That makes you super racially inoffensive, FYI. You let Ling know he can see you any way he wants, which is even more woke than making a decision.
Okay, thanks.
Thin as paper.
Okay.
I can see all the way inside of you.
What the fuck? All your veins and your red blood. Okay. Oh shit, maybe they do want to drink our blood.
You smell like candy.
Oh.
I wonder how you'd taste.
Oh.
Wow, haha, you say. That's like some shit a vampire would say.
Presuming I'm a rainbow drinker would be an awfully reductive and literal reading of my character.
Why are you so quiet, you dumbass?
Presuming I'm a rainbow drinker would be an awfully reductive and literal reading of my character.
Wow, thanks for jabbing me, author.
I'm just making a blatant sexual pass.
Damn.
Wow, okay, thanks.
Oh, okay. Good thing that's all cleared up. You take this as an opportunity to really let loose, showing off everything you've got in the sexy dance acumen department. Lanque is a little bewildered.
What are you doing?
You're like, what aren't I doing? There's a fire on the dance floor and you struck the match. You're just fucking it up in here, really getting it, breaking it down, bopping and crumping and whatever. You're smashing your ass into everyone around you and getting hot and heavy with those lusty moves.
Okay.
There's a point where Lanque has to step back. You presume to properly behold your art in all its glory.
No, more like we bumped into like the heiress. I don't know.
You're stupid. We kill everyone here with our ass.
Yep, everyone just starts falling over and dying.
Ass murder.
Like poisonous ass.
Stay away from me, you beast.
But it soon becomes clear that it's not your prodigious dancing skills that have given him pause. You follow his startled gaze and he sees the cause for alarm. Bronya is here, and she looks pissed.
Ah, fuck.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Bronya is still standing in the entryway contending with Ardata, and it looks like she hasn't caught sight of you yet, but Lanque isn't wasting any time. Before you realize what's happening, Lanque has you by the wrist and is hauling you away from the dance floor and off down the hallway.
Dang, scared of Bronya?
Ooh, it's your weakness. You can get, like, slapped or whatever.
On the wrist,
and
damn.
get your ass spanked.
Sexy.
In front of everyone. Lanque finds safety in a bedroom. Respite block, you remind yourself. and when you take stock of the conspicuous absence of any bed, and the presence of the revolting-looking slime cocoon in which trolls allegedly spend their repose, you hold each other in a tense and nervous silence pressed against the locked door. What feels like an eternity passes, your breath held. The sound of your blood rushing through your own ears is almost enough to drown out the music. Seconds turn to minutes, and nobody comes to find you. It seems, for now, you've escaped Bronya's notice. When you turn your head to look back at Lanque, you find he's been staring at you for some time.
I wonder how old Lanque is. Like, if Lanque is scared of Bronya, how much older might Bronya be? Is she older?
I'm thinking Bronya's probably the oldest, or at least holds the most cloister power.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to take my eyes off of you since the moment I first saw you.
You're whispering again, stupid.
I haven't been able to take my eyes off of you since the moment I first saw you.
You don't have to shout. Just fucking you whisper into your hand.
Okay, you're right.
Mic.
I know, I'm sorry. Go.
You're just so interesting.
You freeze like a hare staring down a snake. Link lifts his hand to brush a thumb across your cheek, fingers curling under your chin. You meet his eyes. His pupils are so black.
I want to know that I want to know what it'd be like to kiss you.
Sorry. Just imagine, like, if the stutters were built in. Like, it's all suave and shit.
Yeah.
Like, can't get a single line right.
I want to know what it'd be like to kiss you.
Like, man, that's hot.
Go.
Link's tongue darts out to wet his painted lips.
Do you want to kiss me?
Whoa.
I hope that's an option.
Well, you've already clicked on at least 2 mature content disclaimers to get this far. Why the hell not? Link leans in and presses his lips against yours. Call this mature content. Get out of here, man. Fucking...
I mean, we already have had some...
Do you know what 13-year-olds get up to? Like...
Dylan, what do you think? He's just gonna stick his dick in us?
No.
Go.
He kisses much more sweetly than he looks. His lips are soft and wet, and taste like blackberries. This beats making out with a couple of greasy teens behind a dumpster, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
When one of his sharp fangs nicks your bottom lip, you don't even care. But when a drop of your blood beads out onto his invasive tongue, Link draws back just an inch.
You taste sharp and dangerous.
You're doing it again, Cameron.
You taste sharp and dangerous.
Go ahead and put your hands down. It's like you're
But it's so
scared.
much comfortable. No.
Like a weapon.
Is that a good thing?
It's not a bad thing.
Link pulls back further. His
It
hand
just tastes like iron.
Stupid. His hand slips from your cheek and his fingers trail down your neck to rest on your collar, thumb brushing against the thrum of your pulse.
Have you ever paled before?
Oh god.
Oh, oh shit. There's a nip.
Oh damn. Damn, son. It's time.
Oh, fuck.
Link shrugs off his jacket and starts unbuttoning his shirt. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is this really gonna go there?
Say all of the people reading this right now.
You're like, well, no. You've never done any alien intercourse with a bucket, but it doesn't look like he even has one on him at the moment. That was apparently the wrong thing to say, because Link's face scrunches up in displeasure.
Don't mock me. It's my first time.
Oh.
Oh. You figure laughing would constitute mocking him, so you don't. But the look you give him seems to say enough.
Us Jades who live in the cloisters have been chosen for a very special duty. We're expected to adopt a chaste and ascetic life in service to the continuation of our species. And when we undergo our ordeals, we are sent off-world. There's no such thing as sneaking out of the caverns. If I don't do this now, when?
My life is nearly over. Ooh, poor Lanque.
Will you help me feel alive?
But before you can answer, Bronya's voice starts to rise shrill above the heavy music. Oh boy.
Okay, let's see it. Bronya.
Lanque!
Oh god.
Lanque!
Why do you scream?
You gotta turn that down.
You're so fucking loud, man.
Because it came shrill over the loud music.
It's gonna get turned down by the, like, volume compressor.
I love you.
But still, you,
Go.
like, screamed. You live in an apartment. What are you doing?
It's okay. Whatever. Go.
Link's hands shoot out at lightning speed to draw you close. Before you can so much as gasp, he presses one of his palms over your mouth to keep you quiet. Oh shit, she's close. Or from the sound of it, she's getting closer.
Lanque! I'm gonna yell this time, don't worry. Lanque, I know you're here!
Stupid.
You need to come out and come home right now!
Lanque leans in close to your ear.
Oh, poor Lanque.
What will you do?
Call in his mom. Okay, save it.
Alright, well.
Let's call in his mom and... Yeah, let's call in his mom.
This has gotten problematic enough.
Too much problem. Too much problem.
I'm a baby. Blow the rape whistle. Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Start start screaming. Start screaming after running like, I burn you!
Stupid. You're dumb?
Lanque's like, damn it.
Alright, you rip Lanque's hand off your mouth and start yelling for Bronya.
Bronya, Lanque is raping me. Lanque's like, no, I'm not. Oh, look at those grip scars. Ooh. What the fuck, dude?
Lanque tries to scramble away from you to make some sort of last-ditch effort to escape, but it's no use. Bronya hears you and comes running, furious. She hulks the locked door off its hinges before you can even get up to let her in. You duck flying chunks of alien architecture and scuttle off to avoid what you fear might be further alien fists.
Lanque!
As angry as her voice is, some of the fury goes out of her face the moment her gaze lands on Lanque's state of partial undress. She reflexively brings a hand up to shield her eyes.
What in the world? Put your clothes back on right this instant, young man.
Lanque freezes where he stands, apparently accepting that he's been caught. There's nowhere left to run if he doesn't intend to fling himself out a window. A sneer uncoils on his face.
Oh, please. Save the purity act. Like this is anything you haven't already seen a dozen times before.
Bronya's face goes bright jade.
What? What in the world are you implying? I would never. Forget Llanera. You've always been the craziest bitch in the whole cloister. I know you aren't actually our Lusses, right?
Bronya.
Oh, damn.
Damn. Bronya marches up right to Lanque and slaps him hard across the face.
Dang, fucking bruised.
Ooh.
He's just straight facing.
Ooh.
Okay, go.
Toobly. Lanque makes an undignified noise as he recoils from the blow. It looks like that really hurt. His face is stinging bright under the handprint. He forces out a strained laugh.
My word, Bronya. If you wanted to join us, all you had to do was ask. Uh-oh.
Damn. You wish you had some popcorn right around now. You just kind of sit back and take it all in. Lanque's invective has its apparent desired effect. Bronya is all but steaming at this point, hands balled into fists at her sides. You kind of want to say hi to your friend, but she's a little preoccupied, it seems.
I'm not going to rise to your petty baiting. You know you're in the wrong here. 1. We've spoken time and time again about recklessly sneaking out to these parties, and now you're dragging Llanera into your mess. 2. Llanera has told me all about the things you've been saying and doing to her, and it is completely unacceptable, Lanque. You've had more than enough lectures about the... 3. You've had more than enough lectures about the way you treat your flushed quadrant partners, and it absolutely needs to stop. 4. You are coming back with me to the cloisters right now. When we're home, we're going to have one last serious talk about this, and if there aren't changes, there are going to be consequences.
Like now there's gonna be like... Now? How many times has this happened, man?
No.
And now there's going to be consequences. For real. This time. I swear.
Yeah. Well, maybe he just recently... I mean, he's never had sex before.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like... It's not like he was running out trying to fuck people when he was like 13.
Yeah,
unless he was.
Well, you never know when.
Yeah.
Eventually, Bronya's overbearing hollering seems to finally break Lanque down. He sighs, shoulders slumped, and rolls his eyes.
Fine, fine.
Bronya crosses her arms indignantly as she waits for Lanque to finish fixing his clothes. Lanque buttons his shirt, puts back on his jacket and his tie, and then he has to go retrieve his palm husk, which he seems to have discreetly slid over to where you're standing. And casually saunters his...
Ah, fuck.
Alright, we're back. Okay, read the line again.
That's you.
Oh, right. Okay, read the line again. He casually saunters his way over, and instead of picking up his own device, snatches yours out of your hand.
Hey, I've got to go, but let me give you my chitter information. Maybe we can pick up where we left off later, sweetheart.
What, like, it's on our phone? You're a snood. Bronya stomps over to grab Link by the ear and drag him away, but not before he's finished putting his chitter contact into your palm husk. He shoves it back into your hand, mouths you a "see you later," and is then fully hauled out of the room.
Hypocrite. You need to shut your mouth.
And then they're gone. But for endship accomplished, you guess? Lovely.
Okay.
Chitter mutuals.
Yay. Alright, go to the next.
Alright. So what a good ending.
Good.
Alright.
Now let's see where this goes.
It's time to get down and dirty. Just kidding. They're not gonna do that to us. They don't have the balls.
Keep quiet. You want to see where this goes?
Yeah. You keep your mouth shut and wait for Bronya to pass. She only shouts for a little while longer before the sound of her voice fades away. There are too many blocks in the cipher to be trying to break down the door to everyone, and she didn't look too closely at this one. You've lost her. When it becomes clear Bronya is gone for good, Link lets his hand fall away from your lips. You feel him smile against your ear. Absolutely disgusting. Where
were we?
Were you whispering?
Oh, I thought he would be whispering because Bronya.
That's, I guess.
Where were we?
You turn in Link's arms and look up into his blazing eyes. How can you alien pale without a bucket?
I don't mind doing it without one.
Nasty.
Sometimes it can be fun to get a little messy, don't you think?
The implications, one by one, build on each other. Yep, that's what it's for.
Dude, what if we get to see a fucking dick? It would be the most crazy shit, man. It would be like, what?
They're not gonna do that, man. I read that mature content warning.
Yeah, nah, it's a text, not imagery.
I refuse. You're like, weren't you just saying this was your first time? Link answers you with another kiss. This time, he means business.
Ooh. Okay.
Damn. Wee. You go all the way with this super slutty alien, and then you slump out on the ground completely wasted.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Wow. Thanks, guys. Well, oh well. At least we did it, I guess.
You pussies. I can't believe you.
The fact that they're willing to do it, though, makes me feel a little bit more confident about if I ever encounter a situation like that in my own, then they'd be able to do it. However, I can't imagine any of my characters wanting to fuck the main character.
No. That's stupid.
But you never know. I have a lot of characters.
You're a dummy.
Maybe when I eventually develop my side characters. Okay, keep going.
Maybe this all kind of went off the rails, but you have to admit it would have been a real shame if you got through this entire extraterrestrial adventure and never got to smash even a single alien. What would be the fucking point, honestly?
That's how the whole fan base feels, I guess.
This guy really did a whole number on you. You're lying spread-eagled on the floor. It's like he's putting his clothes back on. Man, this is probably your most accomplished friendship to date. You're not quite ready to move just yet, since you and Lanque are such good chums now, you figure now's a good time as any to ask for his chitter. Lanque seems surprised to even hear you speak.
Huh? You want to add me on chitter?
Yeah, you say. Isn't that what friends do?
Nah, I'm like Yakira. Like bail on you, motherfucker.
You're silly.
Oh, sorry, I can't. My palm husk is broken right now.
Wow.
Link says while typing away furiously on his palm husk. He doesn't even look down at you. You're like, but you're using it right now? Link rolls his eyes.
I thought you would take the obvious hint.
You're whispering again.
I thought you would take the obvious hint.
What obvious hint? Link huffs.
Look, I was trying to be nice, but you kind of sucked.
You're really bad at doing the nasty.
You just weren't that good, babe. I don't often ring the same bell twice, but if I were going to consider it,
You would have to show me a better performance than that.
Whoa. Holy shit.
I don't usually ring the same bell twice. Wait, so that's like you hear it. Maybe he has been fucking people and he just lied to us.
That's that, you guess. You're lowest low. You're a first time being an alien, and you couldn't even satisfy him. He's might just be in the newt again.
Yeah. I don't usually ring the same bell twice, and I don't usually fuck the same person more than once.
Like,
I think is what he means.
Have you actually fucked any people? I'm not sure.
I think he may have lied to us. To make us feel better.
A little seed of worthlessness takes root inside of you.
He seems like a liar.
And germinates so explosively that it fills you up until there's basically nothing left. You die of shame instantly.
Okay. Alright, let's go with our pussy route next.
Alright.
Let's be a pussy cat. Let's be a scaredy cat. Scaredy baby.
Yep.
No!
Oh shit, you're right. I'm stupid.
So stupid.
Alright, here you go. Oof, you're too scared. And we'll just get back to where we were.
Okay, there. Good.
Okay, here we go. You and Llanera step past the threshold and have a look around. Llanera is visibly nervous, which is unfortunately a little bit infectious. You ask her where your friend is. She glances about a bit.
Are we gonna get to go into the party section where there's like hardly any trolls?
Oh, I don't know. Wait. Oh, I don't know. He's... Oh, over there.
Yep.
You follow her.
A nice baby party.
A nice party. Not a nutly party, with drugs and alcohol.
Yep.
You follow her gaze into the living area of the house. It's a far cry from the sight outside. The music's not nearly so bumping as you originally thought it was. The whole shebang seems to have a pretty chill teenagers drinking Kool-Aid vibe, apart from the fact that that's definitely not Kool-Aid. Everybody's milling about, chatting amiably. That's so bad. You spot a few familiar faces. Yemen flirting with roasting his Frank in the hearth. Elward leaned casually against the doorframe to the kitchen and talking to a cute girl. Skyla recounting some enrapturing rodeo caper to a group of gathered trolls. There's a real diverse roster of friendly folks. You spot who Llanera is pointing to at the center of the parlor's arrangement of couches and armchairs, set among a group of friends on the floor. The only other jade blood in the room.
It's me! I'm the friendly nice guy.
He's even more impeccably dressed and done up than the rest of the markedly fashion-forward jades you've met. When he catches sight of Llanera, his face lights up and he rises to make his way over and greet you.
Okay. Oh, yeah! This is just like poking fun at the fucking pussies in the audience.
Oh, it's so good.
The music is different.
Yeah. It's nicer.
Oh, I'm not sure what to make of this. Okay.
It's so bad. It's good.
Oh, Llanera, you've made it after all.
Oh, it's Good Bean Simulator.
Oh, yes. I was starting to think you weren't going to come. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh.
Haha, well. Surprise. I didn't. Not come, I mean. I did come. Hi. I'm here. Lol.
You cringe, but like seems otherwise unaffected by Llanera's astonishingly embarrassing display. He turns to you with a warm smile.
And who's this?
You can't help but get a little flustered when your eyes meet. His makeup and stylings might lean to the severe and feminine, but he has a contrastively calming and masculine voice that puts you at ease right away, straight away. He seems to have quite the opposite effect on Llanera. Before you can answer yourself, she starts blabbering a mile a minute.
Oh, this is my friend. I invited them. They're an alien, and I guess I almost murdered them because I was jealous of their friendship with Bronya. Lol, but I didn't. But I didn't, and we're friends now, and I'm starting to work past my self-destructive obsession with her. And they agreed to come with me because I'm socially anxious and afraid of you, lol.
Oh, that's awfully nice of them.
Hold on, sorry. I know that was a lot at once. Let me reorganize that statement into a clearer, digestible list of bullet points.
You've absolutely no need to do that, Llanera. I've understood your points just fine.
Oh, okay.
Link looks back at you.
Thank you for helping Llanera feel more comfortable here. Why don't you come with us? Why don't you come and sit with us?
Bad. Link turns and gestures to the other trolls he was speaking with before. A teal-blooded boy and an indigo-blooded girl, neither of whom you recognize. They both have notebooks in their laps. They give you friendly waves.
Okay.
So stupid. It's intense change in atmosphere.
Yes, instead of like shoving off some sluts, he's like, check out my nice...
Cool, friendly pals.
Yes, my nice, well-maintained... Okay.
Stupid.
Okay, sounds great. What are we doing?
We were just in the middle of a poetry reading.
Poetry reading?
Is into poetry sometimes, I guess. I don't know if you've prepared anything of your own to share, but you might find it relaxing just to listen.
Poetry?
There, his face has gone bright green. Oh boy.
Why would you think I've written any poetry?
I don't really. It was merely a suggestion. Have you?
Well, maybe... Wait, no!
You put a comforting hand on Llanera's shoulder, intuiting immediately that she has indeed written plenty of poetry, but is embarrassed by the prospect of sharing any of it. You remind her she's among trusted friends here, and has nothing to fear.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Well then, please come and join us.
Oh my god. He leads you back to his group, inviting you to sit. His tie is fixed too.
Oh my god, you're right. It is. What the fuck?
Inviting you
I think we can all know that this isn't the true nature of Lanque. Look, his tie is fixed. And the thing, it wasn't. Unless he has two sides.
Mm-hmm.
That would be so duckly.
Like, this is like deliberately less canonisal for the purposes.
Mm-hmm. None of this is canon, as Marvis says. Oh, God.
Inviting you to sit down with them in a circle. Llanera goes to deliberate lengths to insert you between herself and Link so that you're the one sitting next to him.
Why don't we pick back up where we left off? I was just about to read my latest piece.
You say that sounds great. The Link's two friends close their eyes and take each other's hands. You and Llanera are both plenty surprised when Link and the indigo blood sitting next to Llanera try to take yours to close the circle.
Okay.
At your obviously shocked expression, Link explains.
We find physical contact helps us feel closer on our spiritual level during our poetry session.
Oh.
Oh my god. Troll Jesus versus no room for Troll Jesus. Here we go. We got Troll Jesus here.
You're stupid.
Watching over our lovely circle.
To read the line.
I'm so amazed. This is not what I expected.
It's so bad.
But if you aren't comfortable with it, you're under no obligation.
A 180-degree personality change.
Yes.
It's so dunkly. You feel really respected right now, so you and Llanera both assent to join the circle. She even takes the initiative to hold your hand first. Link reaches out and takes your fingers gently in his. You don't know what it is, but you can't help yourself from blushing shyly. His hand is soft and warm in yours, short red nails immaculately manicured. They're painted.
Yes.
So bad.
Then let me begin. This is a short poem I've written in free verse based on something haunting me as of late. Reflecting back on one of my most complicated and passionate past relationships.
Is this the ex who's a bitch?
Probably. Forgive me, this might be a bit raw. It is, as of yet, untitled.
Link draws a deep breath and closes his eyes. His notebook is open in his lap. You can see the poem written there in an elegant hand, but he doesn't need to look at it to recite the words.
What is the meaning of a memory? A question I oft ponder. intangible and untraceable by anything but the mind, yet so potent as to leave one sick, as if poisoned or wandering in a literal sense.
Bad.
Or poisoned or wounded in a literal sense. And what meaning is there in regret and longing? Can my lamentations change the past? Will they move the future? Shall they amount to much more than what unmoors my here and now? If I restrict my world to that by which is before my eyes, to those whom I may touch, to that which I might alter, one would no doubt conclude that thoughts of you are last among what I could consider to matter. And still you haunt me yet like a scar, like a disease uneager to abate. Who are you, and who am I, after so long without you? I know, I don't know, I won't know. What do I know but what I know, and what can it even mean to know? No, no, no! Ah, that it so vexes me, though so little I valued it when it was before me. A thing and a you I could touch and see, and know and hate, and wonder, revile, worship. Now it and you are a traceless ghost, and I preoccupy is going that direction. I preoccupy myself with nothing but futile tasks of redefinition and reinterpretation, and circuitous dwellings on that which I understand even less now than in times when my wonderings might have been so easily answered with a question for a bite, or a kiss, or even a single word spoken honestly. Pressed though I am to give color to our bond, I look not to onyx nor ash, but that which pulses within our very veins, that so blinding jade, hard as the stone for which it is so named. Twisted and pulled, hammered and forged, shaped naturally as if a chain. A stricture within scriptures. Did you mean to say structure, or is stricture a word?
I don't fucking know, man.
A certain so meaningful tincture. Resent you though I must, envy you though I may. Now leagues and leagues stretch between us, and I make peace with naught but what I say. You are only that which is within me, my blood and my mind, and that is at once nothing, and the most elementary definition of everything.
I'm very amused because of like fucking.
He's crying. Sorry, go.
Because he was like all about not wasting time. This is like so wasteful. I didn't absorb any of this. It was so dunkly.
For me with poetry, like I can read it like I just did, but to really consider what it means, I have to like sit down and analyze it. And I don't have time to do that right now. I'm doing a playthrough, so I'll analyze it later, I guess. He cries.
It's very dunkly. It's so repetitive, man.
It is repetitive. I'll give you that. It's very.
You realize you were holding your breath when Lanque finally finishes.
So the definition of his chest is not.
No,
it's not
nearly so enormous.
No.
The circle falls into meaningful silence, taut as a wire. The tension breaks when his eyes flutter open, tears spilling over his long lashes. You squeeze Lanque's hand gently. He weeps silently and beautifully. Such powerful art.
Okay.
He musters a wan smile as he gazes across the circle at Llanera.
Llanera, would you like to read next?
Oh my god. Llanera looks stunned. There's moisture gathering in the corner of her eyes. Of course, anyone would be moved by something so emotional and raw.
I guess I have a poem I could read.
Llanera takes out her planner and opens it, breaking the
Ass and titties. Ass and titties. Like big and round.
Is this the literature club? that we were expecting all the time.
Starts to get doki doki on us, starts glitching out.
No, breaking the circle of held
Like
hands.
zooms in and his eye like turns
You're
black.
stupid. She can't recite it from memory like Lanque. When she speaks, her voice is small and timid. Drink your fucking vitamin water, you slut.
This one's called Still. I'm still. I sit still, I do what I'm told still. I wonder about the way that I am and I think, still? I see her every day and I still miss her. She hugs me and I still feel cold. I'm surrounded by people and I'm still alone. I'm still me. I still love her and I still hate that.
Wow. You're really proud of Llanera for opening up like this. She's crying too now. You reach out to take her hand back in yours. The indigo blood beside her comfortingly strokes her shoulder.
Okay.
Sorry. It's not really good and long like yours, Lanque. I'm not really a poet or anything. I just wrote down how I feel.
Llanera, it's fine. I thought it was beautiful. Poetry is about expressing yourself. It's not important that it be any less, any settling, or sound any certain way. All that matters is that you've spoken your blood pusher. And I think you've accomplished that remarkably.
Dear fucking Christ.
We're all very proud of you.
You find yourself drawn into a group hug by Lanque and the other trolls. Llanera is sobbing openly now, and her raw emotion seems to have inspired similar pathos in the others. Before you know it, you feel yourself tearing up too. Everyone's just crying. Stupid.
I want to draw it later.
It feels good to let it all out.
I might not. Don't get your hopes up.
But before long, it's becoming clear Llanera is kind of reaching her limit. She pulls back and sniffles out something about wanting to go home.
I want to go home.
Of course, Llanera. If that's what you need. I'll take you back to the cloister.
Talk to you.
I'll talk you back to the cloister.
Back at the cloister.
I'll talk to you back at the cloister.
Eat a dick.
Okay.
See to it that she gets back safe, will you?
You tell Lanque that of course you will, and take Llanera carefully by the hand to lead her out of the party. She squeezes your fingers back to let you know she appreciates you. You walk back from the party in a comfortable silence for a while. When you glance over at her face, it occurs to you that you've never seen Llanera this happy. Of course, this is literally the second time you've ever seen her, so you guess you don't actually have much a frame of reference for what
Very Trollian interaction.
for what her normal emotional state actually is. You really want to encourage her on this path of recovery she's going down and all, so you ask her about, you know, her and Lanque.
What?
You know, her and Lanque.
What, we're just friends? I mean, it's not like I have a crush on him or anything. I know I've had romantic feelings for a girl before, so it'd be really problematic if I liked a boy now. The whole fan base would explode.
Oh, you say you're sorry, you didn't know.
It's okay, just don't let it happen again.
Llanera gives a warm smile and reaches out to pull you into a hug.
Oh, this author is really pushing. Oh, this author. I like this author.
This author knows what they're doing.
Yes, and I fucking love it. Like, you can't handle controversial writing. You can't handle straight people.
You'll get the touchiest, stupidest, most backhanded writing there is.
And people, yeah, exactly. And people
And
are
you'll
gonna
eat it.
People are going to be so mad. You're gonna be like, you're mocking us. You're making fun of us.
You'll have it and you'll eat it too.
Thank you for helping me. I was really nervous, and I think if it hadn't been for all your help, I would have been able to come. I wouldn't have been able to come at all. But I did, so thanks. It wasn't perfect, but I think I really opened up tonight. I'll see Lanque again. And I hope you, and you, I hope. And in the future, things will be easier. Right?
You're certain they will. You put a comforting arm around her shoulders and walk her the rest of the way home. You feel like this night really taught you an important lesson. Not everything is about collecting the largest quantity of friends as is humanly possible. Sometimes strengthening your bond with someone you already know can be just as rewarding. So screw you, you say, to the concept of good endings and bad endings and narrative railroading. This route makes you feel heckin' valid, and that's fine by you. So dumb.
That's so great. I fucking love it. Valid.
Wow.
What a good ending. We're valid.
That was so bad. Let's look at our friends. Yep.
Motherfuck, we have to go back through them all. Okay, so let's see. Your fangs for the memories. You took what you could get, and then you shared poetry and saw his softer side.
Oh boy. Well, I guess we'll come back.
Fuck!
This concludes the friending activity.
I guess before we start the Soleil twins, we can just like fast forward through everyone.
Fucking, why would he record that? You're stupid.
No, I said after, between recordings, before the Soleil twins.
Yeah, you dummy. Big noob.
Okay, well, I hope you enjoy. I fucking love
so dumb.
the jab this author took at this fucking generation of teens.
If only we had a single letter to identify the author by. Like a J or something. Something, man.
We'll call him Jay for now.
J.
We love you, Jay.
J. B.
You're
Q.
We like you.
G. Whatever your name is.
I'm going by Jay now. You said Jay, it's over. It's gonna be Jay.
W.
We love you, Jay. I'm gonna draw a J. I'm gonna draw a J on here. Just put J. Put a J bird on here. That's gonna be the new guy.
You're
That's the cool guy. Put fucking like Mordecai. I don't know.
Fucking eat it, dude. It's time to stop.
That was fun. I enjoyed that.
Alright. See you all.
Pansies.
See you all real soon.
That was so great.
And by real soon, I mean like next week.
The good bean Lanque.
So, goodbye.